Mm. Coconut is fucked, dude. Coconut is like gross, but not gross at the same time because it's
like,
kind of satisfying to eat. So
it's kind of like fingernails. That's I'm sorry.
What do you
But
mean?
like the little pieces, like when they shave coconuts.
Oh
it's
yeah,
kind of like
it is like that.
yeah.
But it's like no, it's like gross, but it's like satisfying because it's coconut. Coconut. That word is just so
Coconut.
satisfying,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how it comes from like coconut. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy to me. So yeah, who would die first, me or you?
Who would die first?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to say me because I'm older, but you have a big cheek.
It's infected and shit. I'd say me too because I'm more of a free bird. Just kidding.
A free bird. What
Nah,
would
just
you think
kidding.
you would
I
die from? Like what? How do you think you're gonna die?
A sickness.
You don't think you're just gonna get sick?
Mm-hmm. You're sick.
What age?
Call my mom and shit.
Yeah.
Call my mom up, see what's up.
Yeah.
I think older, but I think I will die from like a sickness. If not old age, then a sickness for sure.
I think it's gonna be heart problems for me because I have. So I went into I had a hernia or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But so I go into the fucking doctor to see if I have a hernia. I don't think we're supposed to swear in like the first 3 minutes, so try not to.
Okay.
I'll try to bleep that out. But so I get to
Getting emotional.
yeah. But yeah, I go to the hospital like the day after my birthday, and the fucking dude. Dang, I need to stop. We're getting me in trouble. But he like fondles my nuts and shit, touches them like crazy, and then looks me straight in the eye while he's doing it the whole time. He's just touching them, touches them up, and then I'm in there to check to see if I have a hernia, and he touches my nuts, and the only thing he figures out is that I have a heart murmur, so my heart just beats random, just however it wants. It doesn't go boom boom.
Is that bad
Boom,
though?
boom.
Like, can it? Is it normal? Like I heard
They
it's
said
normal.
like it's normal in babies, but usually they get out of it.
Mhm.
So I need to go back to see if I still have it. But you're not supposed to have it when you're like it's not too common to have it when you're 20 or whatever.
Really?
So I was getting all nervous. I was like, if it beats twice as fast, does that mean I'm gonna live like twice less? You know?
You'll love twice as much.
Yeah. Yeah. But I thought it's like if it's working twice as hard, then I'm only gonna have half the life.
Yeah.
I thought that's how it worked, but I don't really know. I doubt that's
Yeah,
how it works.
yeah.
I hope not.
Mhm.
But I think mine's gonna be heart issues. I'm probably gonna have heart issues because it runs
Yeah.
in the fam and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like I could get a sickness or some shit. I almost died when I was younger, apparently. I don't remember this or anything, but my brothers or Hudson was telling me that like I almost died or something like that when I was younger, and I don't know if this is true. If I just
Like when you were
had a
born,
dream about it. No, I had like.
you're still in the womb or whatever.
I was like, I don't know how old I was, but I was older. But door shutting and shit, dude. There's
People are
Casper the
tired of
Ghost.
us.
Yeah. But I don't know if it's true or not, but like I almost died or some shit when I was younger. I'm swearing to.
Yeah,
so.
I think it's been maybe 3 minutes. I hope so. I'll try to beep them out. But there was one question I was gonna ask. It's super random. Have you ever won a claw machine?
Yeah.
What'd you win?
It was like it was a stuffed animal.
Oh yeah, do you remember what stuffed animal?
I remember winning it and being like, what? But I didn't care that much.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, I just wanted to win the stuffed animal.
I remember one time we were.
Because they're hard as fuck to win.
It's so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I remember before I even started the podcast, I always thought about that question. I was like, that's gonna be the first question I asked, so I just had to do it on the first episode of the podcast. So
I remember when I was younger, I'd hate them because you know the ones at Walmart, you can go in and do it.
I remember doing those with you when I was little.
Yeah, we would do that a lot. Like
Yeah.
my mom would always let me do it and stuff, and she's like, when I was younger, I would win them all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
My dad would too. I remember one time we were in Snowbird, Utah, and there was like a hotel that they had like an arcade room or whatever, and my dad won every single stuffed animal out of it.
Really?
Every single one, and just handed them out to kids at the hotel. It was sick. I think I still have one of the stuffed animals from it.
I don't get how people win them because the claws are so like,
Weak?
yeah, they're
like-
weak and everything
yeah.
like that. And my mom's like, I win them all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, you don't. That's not real.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. I don't know.
Telekinesis and put it in the hole.
Yeah. But we had a kid on every angle. Like, kid on this side because people are like, the glass is lying to you. You got to look at it from every angle. So now that's what... But I think most people do that. I see people, like, when I walk by them, kids are on the sides like, oh, dude, too much.
I learned that too. So I would do that a little bit, but it would still suck. Like, it would go down and it's like a little bit too heavy or something like that, so it just lets go, and it's like not even grabbing that good. It's just newborn and stuff.
Yeah. It's all sick inflicted. They need updates. Yeah, the reason why your mom won them is because they were brand new.
Yeah.
And then we're playing on the ones that she played with, and they're all done of it. They're all tired, sad robot.
Yeah.
Out of it.
Scandaled it or whatever.
Yeah. So every guest that we have on, we have like a menu that we send them, and then they choose a flavor off the menu, and we make that smoothie, and then they come on the podcast, and we just drink the smoothie and then talk. That's why it's called Smooth Talk. So, Wally chose, what's it called? Penis colada.
Penis colada.
And it's just a pina colada, but we just added funny names to the flavor. So it's just like pineapples, coconut milk, yogurt, stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to let everybody know on the pod that that's what Smooth Talk is. If I didn't already, I'm sure I'll do introduction like before we have you on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm joking. 1 minute. There's chunks.
Dude, I'm gulping this, dude. It's so nummy.
Is it good?
I don't have any water or anything today, so
I might.
I don't sleep at night, really.
What do you do? Just watch TV or?
No, like most of the time. Well, I do sleep at night, but I just choose not to because I like nighttime, or I'll go like on a drive or something like that.
Yeah.
But I also wake up mad early for work or something like that. But last week I didn't have any work, so I was kind of just sleeping way late, like till 1 or something like that.
Dang.
But staying up till however late.
Yeah.
But most nights, like some nights, when I had work, I would have to wake up at like 7 or something. Yeah, I would wake up at 7 and stuff for work, but I would be up till like 3 the night before.
Oh dang.
But I liked
that.
it better that way because I would like wake up and I'm all brain fog and I'm not thinking and stuff. Because if I have a whole night's rest, then I have all this time to. Then I feel like I'm like more in tune with my thoughts and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So then I'm like overthinking the whole day. But if I don't get a lot of sleep, I'm like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I just get through the day and then I get home. You know?
Yeah, I feel that. I like the. I don't know. There's like a perfect amount of sleep. If I get too less of sleep, then I'm tired. If I get too much sleep, then I get a headache when I wake up. Like every time.
Yeah.
I'll feel like I didn't get any sleep. So there's like 7 hours, 8 hours is perfect.
Yeah, it's way perfect. If you like at first, I didn't like 7 to 8 hours of sleep, but then I like did it consistently, and it was like this is refreshing.
Yeah. I feel like I was ready for whatever. I wasn't like. Yeah, I wasn't too tired, and I still slept good like that night because like if I sleep too long, then I'm not gonna fall asleep when it's time to fall asleep or whatever. Yeah, if I already got fucking 12 hours of sleep, then when it comes to 12 o'clock at night, I'm just gonna be up till 3.
Yeah.
Because I'm not tired yet. But getting 7 hours of sleep, I'm tired right on time, and like my days are consistent. And I like it, and I feel good, feel better.
Yeah, I used to like when I was getting 4 hours of sleep, I would get that 4 hours, and then I don't go to the gym that much anymore, so I just come home and sleep. And then it made me feel better. And then I was talking to somebody about it, and they were like, yeah, because the human body is supposed to take like 2 4-hour naps, not like an 8-hour consecutive sleep.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 4 hours and 4 hours.
And then 4 hours.
And that makes you feel better or something like that. And I'm like, oh. Because it did make me feel better. I was more like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, being on, like having your body just on and working for 16 hours out of your day. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
That's a long time, but sometimes, too, it feels like it's not enough. It's like, stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah. Why do you think... I want to know why it was 24 hours. Why do we do that? I want to know the science behind 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
Is that... I don't know. I guess probably just... What do they do?
It was like
just
all
time to the
math and
sun to where
everything
the
like
sun
from like
hit that point again or whatever?
Yeah.
Past that mountain again? Like when the sun sets, you start the timer,
Mm-hmm.
and then all the way when it comes back around, and then that sun hits that same point on the mountain. They probably just timed that.
Yeah. And it's not like a full 24 hours, too.
Yeah, I heard it like...
We have leap year every 4 years. Every 4 years, it have another extra day because it's like that much
time.
That much time we left out from and stuff.
That's so trippy.
Yeah, it's way
I love stuff like that though, like space stuff. Real or not, space stuff is sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like my favorite one, like one of the first facts that I learned that I was like, dang, this is wild. It was like, the sun also happens to be 400 times further away from the Earth than the moon. Yeah, let me fucking find it. It was that one dude that told it, that big dude with the afro and stuff.
Bob Ross?
No, not Bob Ross. What's his name? Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
that
that guy.
He has like the Star Talk podcast.
I don't know
Podcast?
how I feel about that guy. It like
Yeah.
gets me scared when I listen.
Yeah, his stuff kind of
I'm like,
spooky.
oh, frick, dude.
And he talks way too much.
Mm-hmm.
Like he talks over everybody on their podcast.
And he's always like saying now like God's not real and shit. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, getting all scared.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's just like, what are the odds of that happening? That the moon and the sun are the same in the sky.
Yeah.
From where we are.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. And like the lunar eclipse and everything like that, it's way cool.
Mm-hmm. It's because like the distance, so like the moon's size. So basically what it is like the sun and the moon, you can fit a whole nother sun in between those two like perfectly. So that being that far away, that's why they're the same size. That's so trip.
Mm-hmm.
How would you not believe in God if that shit's real?
Yeah. Like
That's how eclipses work. You know when like the moon goes in front of the sun?
Yeah.
And they line up perfect?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Yeah, like there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like, and everyone's talking Big Bang and shit. It's like,
Yeah.
how?
Yeah.
We'd have to be like, I don't know, dude, magic or something.
Yeah.
Dude, there's no such thing.
Either way, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. Either way, that's some sick shit.
It's way cool.
Someone's meowing in the back.
Stage fright, dude.
But so you're gonna get back to the gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you ever do a show? Is that like your goal with working out, or like what's your goal?
I don't really want to do a show, but I would like to do at least. I kind of want to do one.
Yeah.
But it's kind of scary though because like I'm natural and everything. I don't want to do any steroids or nothing like that. But if you get that thin, then you can like not have kids and stuff because it's like super unhealthy.
Yeah.
So that's why like I wanted to do a show at first when I first started working out because that's like what you do when you work out is going to do a show and everything.
Yeah.
But then I looked more into it and stuff, and you get like low tests and everything. It messes with your hormones and everything like that, and you just can't have kids, or it's harder for you to have kids, especially with the things you're taking. One, even though I'm natural and everything like that, like some protein powders will mess with this, or like creatine will mess with this, or something like that, or like I'm eating only meats or something like that, but I'm not getting my greens in or something, so I'm getting sick a lot.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into it because I'm still trying. I want to have kids and everything. I want to have a healthy diet and everything. Not like I think I'm gonna die of a freaking heart attack or something, like a health issue, but I don't want to. So I want to like prevent everything and like look at all the vitamins in every food. And I like vitamins like that are pills and everything like that because they're just easy supplements. Boom.
Yeah.
But I also like eating my vitamins because it feels better. I feel like.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the whole doctor shit, you know?
Yeah. I don't want to take supplements. Like, that was my thing, too. Is like, at first, once you learn your macros, and I was just, like, trying to hit those every day, just trying to do whatever it takes to hit those. So, like, basically, I was drinking all my calories. Or just, like, supplementing everything I needed. And then I wouldn't eat. I was like, all right, I hit my protein count, hit my carb count, hit my calorie count. I'm not going to eat a single thing. But it's, like, not everything that I needed. I still needed all the vitamins, greens, like, all that. Like, I wasn't getting anything.
Yeah, from that. I never put those in, but then I was getting super sick all the time, and I'm like, what? I'm working out, I'm eating healthy, or I thought.
Yeah.
So I was like, what's going on? And then my parents were like, are you getting any greens in? And I'm like, no. Yeah. I'm not. And then I looked it up, and I was trying to do like salads every day. Yeah. But that's way too hard and expensive. Everything's so freaking so much money.
It sucks how expensive it is to eat healthy.
That's why I have to get supplements, but if I had more money and everything like that, I'd get a salad to get in my vitamins, not just supplements, you know?
I think supplementing greens is good because at least you're doing it. Yeah. Like, I'd rather have them be a supplement than not at all.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
Yeah. What greens do you take?
I don't take them much, but I mainly take, like, vitamins. Like, I have a couple up there in my cabinets and stuff, but I take those, and then Aunt Hayes has, like... I don't know what brand it was, but it was like apple juice or something like that, apple flavored greens. And I forgot what brand it was, but it's way nummy because every single greens I've had before, it's like a smoothie, like how your mom makes them and stuff. But it's always like way gross. It's green and it's slimy. Yeah. It's like ew. But the ones I had, it was just you put it in, stir it up, and it tasted like apple. It was still like not good because it's not gonna be good, but it tasted like apples a little bit more. And I was like, okay, I could get with it.
I want to do, so my mom used to do, like you were saying, the smoothies with like something called blue-green algae. It's like that green powder stuff. I haven't had that in forever, but then I was also seeing that there's like this this dude I've been following for a while, like the reason why I was getting into like runs and stuff. And his name's Nick Bear, and he owns like a supplement company called BPN. It's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
You'd probably know if I like showed you more about it, but
Mm-hmm.
he was a bodybuilder. Well, he was in the military, and he started a supplement brand when he was in the military, but he was shipped off to Korea, like he was deported or whatever it's called, not deported, deployed
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. He was sent off there, so then he had his younger brother like running the company while he was in there. Then it got like super big, and then it's huge now. But so he came back, and then he was doing bodybuilding, and he's pretty big. And then he started doing running, and then he's like, there needs to be a way to mix them and not have it be like, because there's a big like stigma or whatever the hell they call it, like where if you're a bodybuilder, running and doing cardio will make you lose your gains or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he was the one that was like, no, it won't if you do it properly. So he like, kind
Yeah.
of shows you how to do it, and he calls it like being a hybrid athlete.
Mm-hmm.
So you can still run and then still lift. And like he still does shows, but he can still like run. He did like a couple marathons. He's doing this one where it's like, you remember the pacer test in school?
Mm-hmm.
He's doing a run with like that with like a bunch of the best runners. It's actually sick.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a track that they go around. It's like the pacer test. So they run around it, and then they have like a 20-minute break, and then they run it again.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a certain time period. So if you didn't make it back by the time the 20 minutes is up to go again, you're out. So basically it's called last man standing or last man running or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty cool thing. So, and he's able to do that, and then he just barely got out of like a prep for a show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually know how good he did in the show, and then Cody Co started running.
Yeah.
So that's what made me start doing it, because I was like, dang, this is dope. I liked it. And then Cody Co was on his podcast. So it was like the two different worlds that I felt like I was part of. Just like
Mm-hmm.
Nick Bear, I was like, all right, this is who I watched for my fitness. And then Cody Co is like who I watched for comedy
Funny and
and
everything.
nothing that has to do with fitness.
Mm-hmm.
And then to see them coming together, like I saw Instagram posts, like those two running, and they're like, podcast coming soon. I was like, what? That's wild.
Yeah, that's way crazy.
It's crazy to see the two worlds collide or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's dope, and I want to get more into the running thing. But then also I'm doing like Bucked Up's doing like an 8-week transformation thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to Hawaii in October.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna just use the prep basically to just try to get in the best shape I can for Hawaii or whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then they're doing, it's like a prize thing too. So they're choosing 10 women and 10 men, and there's gonna be first place, second place, all the way through 10 of both boys and girls. And first place gets like $5,000 with $1,000 in-store credit to Bucked Up and stuff, and then just like goes down the line.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like 6th place through 10th place gets like free supplements, like whatever supplements they want, pretty much. So it's like, dang. So that starts tomorrow, and then 8 weeks from tomorrow it ends.
I actually met the owner of Bucked Up. I was telling you this the other day,
Yeah.
but when before that St. George trip that I went on, we were like, me and Davey were going shopping for food and everything for that trip, and then we went to Shields, and there was like this area in Shields where there's like all this fitness and everything, and there was like supplements and energy drinks and all that.
Yeah.
And I went in and I looked at the ghosts, and I was like, whoa, dude, they have some ghosts here and like cool flavors.
Yeah.
And there was like Bucked Up right next to it too.
Mm-hmm.
And a dude comes up to me and he's like, why did you go instantly to that one? I'm like, oh, because I know him from like social media and everything like that. And he's like, do you know Bucked Up? I'm like, yeah, my brother used to be sponsored by him and everything. And he's like, he was like, well, do you think it's something to do with their can too? Like, is it more pleasing or something like that? I'm like, yeah, their can's like pretty satisfying. It has more fruit on it. It has like, it's more bubbly.
It has a texture to it too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And so he was like, oh, okay. And you know the Bucked Up cans before where it was just deer?
It was just like the gray or gray or white or whatever than the deer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I went into Harmon's with you,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw the new Bucked Up cans, and it was like, it had the fruit there.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more bubbly. I'm like, oh, that's... Because he was like, because he was the owner and stuff. He was like, I'm actually the owner, so I was just trying to get more input on like what I should do and what I can do to get more buyers and everything like that. So I told him that it's like more bubbly, more pleasing to the eye and everything. And then when we went to Harmon's, I saw that he changed the can because of my suggestion.
Yeah.
Which was way freaking cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
I didn't realize that, and then I was like, what?
We
Dude,
should go
that's
get
crazy.
one after this.
Mm-hmm.
Do a
I know.
thumbnail. We should name the title like Wally fucking changed Bucked Up forever.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Yeah. It's way sick, and they're Their warehouses in Utah and everything too. You went to their warehouse, huh?
Mm-hmm. I went to their warehouse because they're doing like that. They do like a yearly warehouse though. And there was that dude Callum Von Moger who, he's like a super famous bodybuilder, and he's sponsored by Bucked Up. But he has a wild story. I'm sure there's a podcast with him. But he was like in the community, and then he like was like rappelling down a mountain, and then snapped his knee. And then he was like out of working out for a while. Then I think his dog died, and he like got all depressed from that. I don't know if he did drugs or what. And then I heard he fell out of a 2-story building, and like all this shit happened to him. So he was like gone forever. And then he came back and he like started working out again. Got sponsored by Young LA, got sponsored by Bucked Up, and then he was there at the thing. And then I was like walking by and I saw him. Didn't get a picture. There was like a line of people or whatever. And then I bought some stuff, and then they're like, if you spend $100, you can get a free case of like Bucked Up energy cans.
Really?
And I think it was just 4 cans. But I only spent $50, and then I'm leaving, and the girl's like, feel free to grab a case or whatever. And I was like, all right. So I went to go grab them, and there was a case of 12. There's like 12 packs, and then there's 4 packs. And I'm like, the girl told me to come grab a case. Like, which ones do I grab? And he's like, oh, grab the 4 packs. Then he's like, screw it. I'll give you another 4 pack. So he gave me 2 4 packs. So I just got 8 cans for no reason. But it wasn't the Callum dude. It was just some kid that worked there. And then I was walking away. I parked so far away because there's so many cars there.
Yeah.
Parked far away. I was sitting in my car, and then I was like drinking one. Look over, that Callum dude's leaving, and he's parked right next to me. He gets in his car and then dips. And
really?
Like, and I had like a Pharaoh shirt, and I was like, I should give it to him.
Yeah, that'd been way cool.
It made me hyped. It made me want to make Pharaoh big, because I'd be so sick if we had like a warehouse that big. Because they had like a gym in the warehouse separate, and if you're like,
yeah, dude, I want to go so bad.
If you're a Bucked Up like affiliate or what's it called? Yeah, affiliate. Then if you're sponsored by them, then you can work out in that gym or whatever. It's like, dang, that's sick.
Yeah, I want to go there. That seems way cool to have a warehouse and then a gym in the warehouse. That's so cool.
And then in the front of the warehouse, like you walk in through their front doors, and it's like an actual store. Then you walk in the back of the store, then it's the warehouse and the gym. So it's like all in one. It was sick.
Dang, that's crazy.
And then they also have like a new shop up here by us. There's just one in South Jordan, over by this Costco. It's pretty new. Oh, and they had this bus in the back. I'm pretty sure it was a gaming bus.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that they, like in Walmart's, they have like it's basically G Fuel, but it's like have you ever seen the Bucked Ups where the logo is like pixelated?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, I forgot what it's called. It's called like their Big Game Energy. It's for gamers. It's Bucked Up for gamers.
Okay.
But then they had like to promote that, they have like one of those gaming trucks, like those, like that you can rent or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was, but there's people gaming or whatever in there. And that was pretty sick. It was huge. Black, says Bucked Up. It's like, dang, dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be way cool.
And then there's like I'm pretty sure how it started was because Utah has a gaming organization. It's not Utah's, but like it grew in Utah. It's called Space Station Gaming. There's a guy named Sean Duras. He was like a YouTuber or whatever, and he started this gaming company or organization. And then they got sponsored by Bucked Up to make the Bucked Up Gamer Energy or whatever, pretty much. Pretty sure it was like them linking up to make their own flavor. That's pretty cool. And then they sell them in Walmart now, and I think they're actually pretty good.
That's pretty cool. I think I've seen it.
There's like 4 or 5 flavors, but it looks pretty cool. But Bucked Up's huge.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like, that warehouse was massive.
I remember when it was little, too, because Moe got sponsored by him or whatever. I don't know what he was with it.
Yeah.
Or anything, but apparently he was sponsored by it, and I remember him getting sponsored by something, but I didn't know it was Bucked Up till like later when I started working out.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
Yeah, and he was like, I'm sponsored by Bucked Up, and I was like, it was Bucked Up you got sponsored by? It was crazy, because it was like small when he got sponsored.
Yeah, he's been there since the beginning. He's like an OG affiliate.
Yeah.
That's sick. If you could get sponsored by any supplement brand, what would it be?
I really like Gorilla Mind because I like Derek a lot.
Yeah.
But I like Rise too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably between those two. What about you?
I think the same. I think BPN. I've never tried their stuff, but I really like the owner of BPN, and he's smart. And
what's BPN?
That's that company I was telling you about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't tried any of their supplements or anything, pre-workout, nothing. But the dude's smart, and it's probably the supplement brand. Like, as far as I know, it's the one that lines up with what I like with my, I don't know, like the type of fitness I like to do. But I also like Gorilla Mind too. Derek's super smart, and I like what they do, and I like the
Yeah.
flavors they have. And I have bought Gorilla Mind. On like my third tub, yeah. I've tried 2 flavors. Like I've finished 2 full tubs of flavors. I've had the Volcano Burst, I think that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second flavor I had was Peach Mango, and that wasn't as good as the Volcano Burst. I'd get Volcano Burst again. I don't know if I'd get Peach Mango again.
I got one up there right now, but I had a watermelon kind. That one was pretty good, but it got old because I bought 3 of them on accident because it was like, buy 3 for this much, and I was like, oh, all right, bet.
Yeah.
So then I picked a watermelon flavor, and then it just came in all of them were watermelon.
Whoa.
But I didn't know I could like get 3 different flavors. I thought
Oh.
it was all the same.
Oh. Dang, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're on
It
your
was
last
pretty
watermelon one?
No, I downed them all.
Oh, they're all gone.
Yeah, they're all
Dang,
gone.
I'd get sick of it after 3. That's wild if you just finished 3.
I was like, fuck, dude, I don't want it.
Yeah. I got that
Tearing
cappuccino,
up.
the diamantized
Oh,
cappuccino flavor. I
yeah,
can't do it. I can't
diamantized.
touch it anymore.
That thing is
I don't want any
gross.
cappuccino. I can't do it anymore because I
that
like
thing.
something about it.
That thing's disgusting. And I remember going to singing lessons when I would take it.
Yeah.
And my singing teacher used to be a fitness coach too.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, if you put like almond milk or just regular milk, whatever milk you prefer, in your protein, it'll taste way better. And I was like, all right, bet. So then I tried it the next morning. But with that protein flavor, you can't do milk.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. I went first sip, I spit it out. I was like,
Oh.
I'm throwing this whole tub away, dude. This is disgusting.
Yeah. So I've been stuck with. I have the Rise Jet Puff flavor, so just like marshmallows.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good.
Oh, that one, I want to try that one so bad.
Yeah, you can. I think I have like one more scoop you could have because I'm pretty done with that one too. But that Seek stuff, I still have a whole tub of that. Remember that Seek, the protein juice that we did?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I still have
Mhm.
a full tub of that.
Yeah,
pretty
I
much.
forgot about that. That's pretty cool.
I don't drink that one as much as I should. That one's pretty good. They have new flavors too. I think they have a watermelon flavor now. I think they came out with like a lemonade. There's like a lemonade one, lemon lime or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're growing. They're getting
forgot.
big.
I forgot how they tasted too.
I remember
It's been like forever.
they're pretty good.
They were pretty good. I remember
Yeah.
that too. And it was like, it wasn't like juice, but it wasn't like milk.
Yeah.
How other protein is.
It wasn't
It's
all like chalky
milky
and
shit.
thicky and
Yeah.
yeah.
It tasted way nummy too.
But yeah, when we did the review, they liked the review and like they commented on it and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did we say to get any more flavors or anything?
I think we did. I think you said watermelon and they
Oh,
did
really?
it. So we
Really?
need to go buy it. Yeah.
Dang, dude, that's sick.
I remember I was like, number one flavor, like what is one flavor that you would make? And then I'm pretty sure you said watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
I think I said like some grape. I was like, I just think that their logo would look sick on a purple. Like a purple one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even care for grape flavored things either.
Mm-hmm. Passion fruit or something.
Oh, you said that too.
Did I?
I think so.
Passion fruit.
We need to go
damn
back
good.
and watch it, but we review drinks on TikTok and it's called
Mhm.
Juice Box Boys.
What's your favorite? Your favorite fruit's mango, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I think. I've never tried passion fruit, but passion fruit flavored things are so freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try passion fruit so bad. Watermelon's way good too, but sometimes it's like, ugh. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I like the artificial watermelon flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was a kid, like we would go to the parades, like the 4th of July parades and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
they would throw out like those shitty bubble gums, like I don't know.
Oh.
I don't think they're called Hubba Bubba. They might be, but like those shitty bubble gums are like rolled up and you get like it's pink.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they would throw those off, and there was a watermelon flavor, and I freaking loved that one.
Mm-hmm.
That one was so good, and the flavor would disappear so fast, but
Mm-hmm.
it was so
Yeah, you get-
good. And then watermelon Jolly Rancher, that's like one of my favorites.
Mhm.
I love that.
That one was really good too. But that's the problem with gum. Eat it for 2 seconds and it's gone.
Yeah.
The flavor. It's like, oh my gosh.
They should do a. Oh, did you see that they have the like dippable caffeine pouches? So it's like
Yeah.
a Zyn, but it's caffeine.
I want to do that.
Yeah, I want to do that too. And there's something else too. There's one that was caffeine, like just caffeine, and then there's one that was. I think they're trying to say it was like a protein, or not protein. It was like a pre-workout, so it's probably just caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
But there's 2 different ones. One of them, I remember the brand. It was called Send It Subs.
Yeah, dude.
They're called Send It.
That's so crazy to me. Like thinking about like how
You think you get in trouble? Like if
with a dip.
yeah, if
of
you looked
caffeine?
young, if you looked like how old do you have to be to dip, or like put a Zyn in? You know, you have to be
You gotta
21.
21, yeah.
That's stupid. But
Mhm.
like, what if you were at the gym 18? You're got one in your
Gotta dip
upper
it and
decky.
shit.
Yeah. And then they're like, you're
Mhm.
not ready for that, boy. What are you doing? Do you think
No.
you get in trouble, or people, like, no, I promise, it's just caffeine.
Yeah, and
There's
like
no-
show it to him or
no
something.
nic-
I
yeah,
don't know. That'd be weird.
yeah,
But I really wanted to, like when you showed me those,
yeah.
I really wanted to do like a challenge or like a video where like you get the caffeine ones and you get Zen, and then you
Swap
like
'em?
mix them up, and
Oh,
then you
yeah,
have
yeah.
to open it and you
Oh, it's
poop.
like roulette.
Yeah. So you
Dang.
either get a nice workout or you're throwing up.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
crazy.
Yeah, just like, pouch, upper decky roulette. I like all the names that people have for Zins.
Mhm.
Zimbabwe and all this shit. It's fucking funny. Monica Lezinski's.
Yeah, it's like some Canadian shit.
Yeah. That's that one dude on TikTok. He's mad funny. What's his name?
I think I know who you're talking about.
His name on
Oh my
socials isn't the name. Isn't the same name as his like username. It's a different name. His name is Freezer Tarps. Let's look at him right now. His name's Freezer Tarps. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. I don't even think I follow him, and I don't even have TikTok. So.
Yeah, the way he talks too is just so. Oh yeah, I want to listen to it.
Yeah.
When I go to sleep or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh look.
Yo, Steven. What, Chetty? Can I get a little stairway to heavy, buddy? How's your mommy, buddy? Can I get a little Jennifer Aniston, buddy? How's her clam taste? Probably fucking goated, low-key. How about a little Allen Iverson, buddy? A little Detroit Piston? Should we get a couple coffees and a couple top-shelf Barnes & Nobles? Maybe
Barnes and Nobles. Top shelf Barnes and Nobles. That's funny.
Honestly, I thought I was gonna stutter the whole time, and because I stutter hella and shit, so
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna.
Because I want to get people on that are like cool people, not just like, I don't know. Like I want to get like actual
Actual
people that are
that'll
doing cool
be
stuff
into
and
it
like
stuff.
people that are interesting people.
Mhm.
Yeah, people that will chat. But I don't know. I need to get like some suggestions and stuff. But.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to seem like I was like afraid of people thinking that we were like copying a podcast if I did anything like too similar to a different.
Yeah.
Like even a podcast we don't know anything about, and they're
Mhm.
like, "You did," like I was just
Yeah.
like afraid, it's like you're copying, you're the same
There's
as.
there's so many podcasts nowadays. It's like you can't like shut up.
Yeah,
There's no
I like
way.
listening to them because it's just like, I don't know, it's like social media where I feel like if everybody had a podcast, it'd be fun. I don't think it should ever be like there's no room for you in the podcast world. You
Mhm.
know, it's just like everybody, a place for everybody to tell their
Yeah.
story. but-
Everybody likes something too.
yeah.
Something different.
Well, everybody's got a story.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody like has their whole. That's what I should have asked you. You should probably tell us. You should probably tell them, like, because if this episode's about you, I probably should have been like, tell them more about your life story.
Well, I was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember much of my childhood.
Just woke
I heard-
up one day.
Yeah, pretty much. It was like literally what I remember when I gained consciousness.
Yeah.
I was in the clouds, and then my dad walks down the stairs, right here, and he says, like I flew down from the sky into my body. I look over. My dad comes down and says, "It's Sunday school time," and I got up and I was hyped for Sunday school because it was school.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't remember knowing how to talk.
Oh.
And then
The-
then I like blinked out for another, I don't know.
Oh.
But I remember that shit and I was like, what the hell is going on?
Hmm.
But I don't remember a lot of my childhood, but I also heard that's like something to do with like some trauma or something like that. But
Oh.
I'm like, I don't know. I
Hmm.
don't remember.
Mhm.
I got like stolen when I was younger.
Did you?
Yeah, or not stolen, but like some guy. So my mom went to our aunt's house. We went to my aunt's house, and my mom just left me in the car because she was going to grab something. And then she came back and she couldn't find me. And I usually like hide under the what's it called, the dash
Oh yeah.
of the car, and then like scare my mom.
Uh-huh.
And because I was little enough, to just fit under there, and she couldn't see or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But she looked in there. She looked everywhere, in the car, everywhere. Couldn't find me. She was looking everywhere outside. Couldn't find me. She decided to go back. Like, I don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
But she ended up going back to the car. And I was, like, shoved under the, like, pedals.
What the hell?
Yeah, because usually when I hit under the dash, it was on the passenger side.
Yeah.
But because I couldn't fit under the, like the pedals and everything like that, because that hurt.
Yeah.
But like I got shoved in there, and then my mom was like, "How did you fit in there? Like what
Yeah,
happened?"
what are you
And
doing?
then I was like, "Oh, the man put me here."
What the hell?
And it pisses me off to this day that I can't remember what happened. And
Dang, dude, that's weird.
yeah.
That's
don't
sussy, dude. I'd be stressed out.
Like some nights I'm like,
Like as a mom, you like.
yeah. And I remember
Jeez.
all the time my mom would always like hang out with her aunt or her sisters or her nieces and stuff, and they'd be like, "What happened? What happened?" It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It pisses me off that I can't know.
Yeah. Dang.
Like that was me, but I don't remember it.
Yeah.
It pisses me off.
I don't remember I don't remember the day like you do, like that I gained consciousness, but like
Mhm.
I remember there's like these super key points that I remember. Like I remember a certain birthday, a certain random day.
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of it. That's weird that you said yours was a Sunday, like your dad
Mhm.
said Sunday school, because I feel like mine's a Sunday too.
Mhm.
That I remember. I remember like being at our grandma's, like, and she had like this drawer or like a cabinet that you open up, and there's like a tube that you can pull the plastic or like the foam cups down out of,
Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.
And I just remember somebody like getting that and then putting like Doritos in the cup and then giving it to me, and I went and sat on the porch, like out on the steps.
Mhm.
Like that was like the day, and I'm like, whoa, I'm alive. Like this is. I was probably like
This is real
4.
life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was 4 too, or something like that.
Dang,
3 or
that's
4.
trippy. But yeah, that was like the earliest memory I remember.
Yeah.
Just sitting on these steps,
Mhm.
eating Doritos out of a foam cup.
It's crazy too, cause like I can remember things every once in a while, but it's never right. Cause
Yeah.
I was like, the other weekend I was just hanging out with my sisters, my younger sisters, and my younger brothers, and we were talking like I'm the oldest one there,
Yeah.
pretty much, and I'm just watching them, and we're talking about like old stuff that's happened, or like some past shit, you know, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this, and it was like this, and everybody else was like, no. It was like this. Like I was standing here, we were this, and I was like,
Huh.
how do I not remember? And I'm the oldest one. Like
Yeah.
I should know more.
Yeah.
I should
Yeah.
have a better understanding.
Yeah.
But everyone else is like agreeing on how it really was, and I was like, why am I getting it wrong? What
Yeah.
what did I do?
That's trippy. That's like the. What's that thing called where it's like, people think that the Monopoly dude had the glass, but he didn't, and then
Oh yeah, the Mandela effect.
Mandela effect. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Mandela effect in your own life.
Yeah. For real. Curious George with the tail or something.
Oh yeah, did he?
No,
He didn't have a tail.
I don't think so.
I don't know a bunch of those Mandela effect things.
Me neither. I feel
those
like I
are trippy.
remember everything like pretty good, but then it's like when with my own life stuff, it's different.
Yeah. What was I gonna ask? There was something I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, you can say something.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to just go on about like, your life. Tell them how old you were, because we haven't done that.
Oh yeah, I'm 18.
What kid are you among how many kids? You know.
I'm the 7th kid out of 13. I'm the middle child and shit. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Get beat on and shit. I got a dead mom. I don't know.
Dang, that's pretty dark. I don't know.
Pretty dark.
Would you like talk about like that?
Yeah, I'd talk about it. It's not like too like I'm not gonna like cry.
To like yeah okay.
Yeah.
Like how did that happen? Like what started like?
I remember. So my mom died from cancer, and she had like breast cancer at first or something like. I don't know like everything really.
Yeah.
But she had breast cancer at first, but she didn't know it or something like that. And then she fell down stairs or something, broke her hip, and the cancer ended up going into her bones. So she then had like bone cancer or something like that.
Mm.
And she had surgery on her hip and everything. But so what happened with me though, like I didn't know. So when she had her cancer and when she got the bone cancer and everything like that, she had like 3 to 5 years or something like that to live.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that until your sister's wedding, but I knew she had cancer and everything like that, so I was like, oh,
Yeah.
she's gonna get better, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I had all these hopes and stuff, and then I heard that she only had like 5 years to live.
On the, on Ava's wedding, you learned that?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's
And I was like, fuck. And I remembered, when I learned that, I was like scared to like look at her, because I
Yeah.
was like, fuck. But
yeah.
the first, like when I learned she had cancer, I was just chilling in my mom's room, because she would sleep out here because it was easier for her to get up and stuff because of her her hip surgery and everything. So she would sleep in the front room with a chair, and I would sleep in my mom's room because I liked it better, and because Carter snored a lot and I hated the snoring and shit. But I was just watching I was watching Captain America: Civil War, and my dad comes in, shuts the door, and he was like, "So, your mom has cancer," blah, blah, like stuff like that. But he didn't tell me that she had 3 to 5 years to live.
Yeah.
He just told me like she has cancer, help her with everything. She's gonna blah blah blah. She's gonna this. She's gonna that. And I was like, damn. So then I was just like watching the rest of Captain America, like what do I do? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to take that. You know, I'm in 8th grade too at the time. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like I didn't know if I should cry or not. Like I don't know. Like she could get better though. I thought, right? And then I learned that she couldn't get better. Yeah. And I was like, okay, that sucks a little bit more. So I did cry about that. Yeah. Like hard. And it was like weird because I was coming downstairs and I like saw my mom and she's like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Oh, what's up?" Like can't breathe. And shit. I was like, "What?" I don't know. It was weird. It was way weird. Huh. And then she died.
What?
Couple months after Ava's wedding.
Yeah. What year was that? 2021. 2021 February.
I think it was 2021. They just started 2021. Yeah. In February.
So how long did she end up living after like?
Getting told she had the cancer.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2.5, almost 3.
Dang.
So pretty long, honestly. And she did like way well with not showing any pain. She always had like a high pain tolerance. Yeah. So she was like way strong and everything like that. So you couldn't really tell. I mean, you could tell she had something wrong with her, obviously, because she was in a wheelchair all the time or using a like crutches or like something like that,
or
walker and stuff. But besides that, you couldn't tell that she was in pain all the time. Yeah. Which sucks because it's like, and what sucks way bad was when she was on her deathbed. Yeah. She was just laying there and it looked so hard to breathe. Yeah. And I remember looking on TikTok the other day and some dude was like, "I just learned I had cancer, blah, blah, blah." And then it cuts to before he died and he was breathing and it was so hard for him to breathe. Like it was taking his whole will.
Was it like a young kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw that dude.
I saw that and it like hurt me. It was like, ugh. Like that's how, like, ugh. Yeah. That's my worst fear. Yeah. Like I feel claustrophobic and stuff when I see that.
Yeah. Did you feel like claustrophobic or did you have like, what's it called? Is it called claustrophobia? Or what's it called?
I think so.
Something like that. Were you always afraid of stuff like that or was it just when you saw her?
I was always
afraid
claustrophobic and stuff. Oh. I remember as a kid, I would always like bite Hudson and stuff, and then he'd put a blanket over my head, and I would freak out. Yeah. Because I couldn't.
Yeah, that is sketchy. Yeah, I remember seeing her, and that was like, yeah, that was like crazy. Because I was over here a lot. I was like Bentley kind of, just like over at your house a lot. She was basically another mom. Yeah. Pretty much. So that was sad to like have my parents come and tell me like go see her before you can't. Or whatever. So like came down late at night. Wasn't gonna come. Something told me to come over, and then I was editing a video that me and you had done where we did like the Bob Ross painting on steroids or not steroids on muscle simulators. We're just fucking
we're jacked.
We're on trend, just doing Bob Ross tutorial. But no, like I was editing that, and then I remember you telling me you're like, my mom would love this video or whatever. So like that was why I was editing it so quick because I feel like we had just filmed it. And then, like, I was already, like, I think we had 3 cameras, so I was, like, matching up all the footage of 3 different cameras, because we had, like, one facing head on, one to the left, one to the right, whatever. So I, like, had to pull, it was a long editing process, but I had done it pretty quick, and I remember I didn't get it out in time for your mom to watch it. Yeah. It, like, made me super sad.
Yeah, I remember watching that after my mom died and shit, and I was like, damn. But I remember when we went to go do that video, I got my hair all up and shit, and she thought it was the funniest thing. She took pictures and shit. And Dang. Yeah, I got big hair and shit.
Yeah. That's cool, though. Yeah. That's cool that we were able to, I don't know. That's pretty crazy that, like, she liked painting or she loved painting and we were doing, that was, like, super random video.
Yeah. I remember, because I slept in the front room when she was dying, because she was in her room and everything when she was dying. And I remember, oh my. Sorry, guys. No, dude.
Bro. Trying to get a hold of you, dude. It's into it like TurboTax.
But yeah, what I was gonna say is I remember when she was dying, I was sleeping on the couch because I didn't want to. Again, I have a problem with noise when I'm sleeping and stuff because I can't. Like with my fan, it's super loud, but it's like comforting.
Yeah.
But Carter would snore, and it would be like random snores, like,
Yeah.
and then
it's
like
not
a
a consistent
loud
sound.
one. Yeah, it's a weird ass. I hate. It's just I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't sleep with noise. It pisses me off. It makes me mad. But I was sleeping in here, and then I was like, if she dies, it's gonna snow, and she's gonna go to heaven. That means she's gonna go to heaven or something like that. And then when she died, it was snowing. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Dang.
Mhm.
That's pretty crazy. Like what? Like I don't know. I guess I haven't like experienced something like that yet. So like when they pass, like what? Who do you call? Like who?
Yeah.
What
I don't
happens?
know.
You weren't part of that. You didn't see anything like that happen.
Like, who do you call when they die?
Yeah. Is there somebody here that already knows what the cuss is going on?
So yeah, we had a doctor here because she was dying, and yeah, we just had a doctor that would come here like every once in a while to like change her because she had like she couldn't get up to go pee or nothing like that or poo.
Yeah.
So she had like stuff hooked up to her for when she did pee or poo or something like that. Someone would come in, like check her, make sure she's still alive pretty much, and then like change out her bags and stuff. But when they went to the hospital and everything, I think my dad just had like a number to call when she did die.
Oh.
So when she did die, we called that number, or it was like the ambulance or something like that. I don't think it was an ambulance, but it was some people, and they pulled up, and they just like grabbed her body and put it in a car. It was like the funeral. I don't know. I don't really remember.
Was it like one of those creepy cars, like the hearse or whatever it's called?
I don't remember seeing the car, but they were like men in black kind of
dang.
people, and they pull up and they're like all formal and shit, and I'm like tripping. My mom just died, so I'm like, what is going on, right? And I was just about to sleep.
Yeah.
But then they're like, Mom died, and I was like, oh, damn.
Dang.
But they come, and my mom's was bigger, so it was just like she was a little bit heavier, and so we had to have help getting her up the stairs. And I remember like they didn't do anything. They were like not helping. They were just grabbing the thing. If anything, like Hudson, Moe, and my dad were doing all the work carrying her, and Hudson was pretty much like holding her onto because she was on a little.
Like a stretcher?
A stretcher, yeah. She was on that, and when you're going upstairs, she could slide off.
Yeah.
But he was pretty much holding her whole body so that she wouldn't slide off because they just weren't doing anything right. And I was like, damn, all right, you're just going to make her fall down the stairs.
Yeah.
And that'd be weird to see, too.
Ooh, that'd be too much for me,
Yeah,
probably.
that'd be way too much.
Yeah. Dang, that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Were you watching when that was going down?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah, I think I don't remember if I was helping or not, but...
Oh, my mic's still plugged in. Am I good? Yeah.
But, yeah, I was watching. I was helping a little bit.
Hmm.
I didn't help him, like, carry her or nothing like that, but...
Yeah. And then what? Like, what was going through your head, like, after they took her away? Were you, like...
I don't know. It doesn't really, like, hit you
Yeah.
at first.
Yeah.
Because you're like, no. Like,
Yeah,
you're in denial. You're like, no, this is not real. Like, she's still here.
Yeah.
And the next day, it was more hard because it was like, all right, whatever. We kind of assumed, like, we knew it was going to happen, so we thought we were prepared and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like we were because after she died, we were all like, damn, that's sad, and we cried and shit. But then we were like, we like knew it was going to happen, blah, 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 so we're good.
Yeah.
But then the next day when we woke up, it was like, damn. Like,
Yeah.
it's real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't see her ever again.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. So then, like, the next day we were listening to the music and stuff, and I was like, I couldn't do it anymore. So then everyone started crying again. I don't know. It was just a weird few weeks after that.
Yeah.
And then we would get, like, dinner from other people all the time.
Yeah.
But it was, like, all misty. It was just, like, I didn't like the feeling. It was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, I was gross.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I showered every day, but I felt like I was, like, gross and, like, dirty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel that.
Because, like, when you cry and stuff, you got, like, your face feels all, like,
Crusty, if the
chlorine or
tears,
something
I
like
feel
that.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Dried tears on your face and stuff.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah. pretty downer thing to talk about, but...
Yeah. But it's interesting. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. It's way crazy. It's, like, hard to explain, too, because you want to, like, get into it, but also you don't want to get into it because you don't want to relive it, I feel like sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
I wasn't going to ask about it, but.
I don't mind talking about it. It's just
Yeah.
like sometimes it's like weird because it's like, how do I talk about it or something?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how I was feeling, how I am feeling about it still. Because it's just like, I don't know.
Still kind of fresh. There's people that like, well, even me, like I know it's not my mom, but it's still kind of like. I remember like the saddest thing to me, like something that I think about all the time, and I've probably told you like a bunch of times, but I remember after she passed away, like we did like that little like get together with like a bunch of the family or whatever in your guys' backyard, like got a tent and everything. Remember me and you were by this like fire pit that they had back there, and like you started walking away, and then you walked like probably 10 feet and then turned around and came back to the fire, and I was like, what were you doing? You're like, I was gonna go tell my mom goodnight.
Oh yeah.
That hit me fucking hard. I went home and I cried.
Dang.
I was like, I gotta go home and tell my mom goodnight, and then I cried when I went home and told my mom goodnight. It's like, dang, dude, that's crazy. It made me so sad. And I remember the song that I listened to and cried to your mom. It was a Zach Bryan song. Then I ended up telling you about that song. It was Going South or Heading South or whatever by Zach Bryan.
Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah. I think that's why I told you about that song. Because like, dang, that day was wild.
Yeah, it was way crazy.
But yeah, like I didn't cry because I didn't believe. Like I always never believed. Ever since I was a little kid, like when my grandpa passed away, like I didn't believe that he passed away. Like it was always just like, no, I'm gonna go back to the house and he's gonna be right there. Like, you guys are lying.
Yeah.
That's how I was with your mom. I was like, I'm gonna come downstairs and I'm gonna see her. Like it's all just, you guys are tripping. But like that was the day that it hit me too, and it hadn't even been that long. I was like, dang, it's like actually we're not, like even Wally knows, like we're not gonna go downstairs and see her. And I was like trippy because I remember she would have that chair like in your guys' kitchen. She would sit like in the kitchen or like chill in the kitchen for and
just grub
sew and eat and do stuff. I was like, dang, that's wild.
Yeah, I remember Bentley came downstairs and he thought, like after she died, and we had that chair there that she would always sit in because she was sick and shit.
Yeah.
And you couldn't, like, if you came downstairs, you couldn't see her right off the bat.
Yeah.
But you could see that chair and just assume she's in there.
Yeah.
And he thought that she was still there, even though she died. And he was like, oh, I thought your mom was there. And I was like, yeah.
Dang. How old was she?
44.
Dang.
43, 44. I don't know. Something around there. No, it was 43.
So she would be 45 right now?
I think 46 because her
46.
birthday just passed.
Oh, okay, yeah. Was she May? May. And then she passed in February. Dang.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really mind talking about anything, really.
I don't either. I don't know. I feel like if it was important to me, then I would have told the person. I wouldn't have waited for, like, somebody to ask me, like, is there anything off limits? I would have been like, if there's really something I didn't want to talk about, I would have been like, don't ask me about this.
Yeah.
I would have told them maybe, but... what was I going to say? I was going to ask you. Oh, you start your new job tomorrow. What are you going to be doing?
So I'm doing body work, just, I don't know, like fully what you do and everything when you're doing body, but pretty much it's just like you're taking, so someone gets in a crash.
Yeah, crash. You just get
in a crunch and shit. But,
someone gets in a crash.
But, and then you bring it into the shop and then we take off, like, say you got on like your bumper got fucked up or something like that because you just rear-ended somebody, then you take the bumper off and you like fix it and everything, make sure like everything's still aligned. And like if the metal isn't, then you have to realign it somehow. I don't know like all of it, but pretty much you just fix the car. It's not like mechanic or anything like that, but just fixing the cars.
And what did you do before?
And before that I worked at another body shop, but I washed the cars for a year and a half. I was washing the cars that they would get done with and everything, which was the stupidest job ever. Don't ever do that, ever. Please and thank you. It's the worst thing ever. It was hell. My feet would get... Your feet get cold and wet and gross, and I just have athlete's foot all the time or something like that, and I would get sick a lot because when my feet get wet, then I get sick easily for some reason. I don't know why, but
cold
just
feet
happened.
getting all... like not making your body temperature like regulated or whatever maybe.
Yeah, it was just a boring job too because you have to like look around and find things to do because you wouldn't be washing cars all the time.
Yeah.
So the days you were less busy, you were either helping the people do body work or like trying to help or learn, but a lot of the time when I wasn't busy, they weren't busy, so I'd have to like sweep the shop or like cut boxes or
Yeah.
do something
Mm.
that I was like, no, dude, I just want to go home.
Yeah. And you worked there for a year and a half, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah.
Did you vacuum the cars or just washing?
I would vacuum them, wipe them down on the inside and everything, and then I would wash the outside because we would put marks over them, or like marks on the cars.
Okay.
But, and then when I left, like, I was training some dude for my spot. Craziest thing, too, is yesterday I was talking to Bozy, who...
Yeah.
I was talking to Bozy about it, though, and I was like, is it weird without me there? And he's like, it's kind of lonely and shit, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's funny, and then he was like, the new dude, though, he's not in, and I'm like, what do you mean? I trained him for 2 days,
Yeah.
and he was like, I'm good, so I didn't go in that Friday, even though I had to, and Bozy was like, he had a arrest warrant, and he's not in no more, and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Dang.
That's probably, and he doesn't keep jobs for a long time, because I remember training him, and he's just like, yeah, I've had this job for this long, and this long, but it wasn't like a year. He would never have a job for a year.
Dang.
And he was one of the front office's girls, like, boyfriend or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Some relation like that.
Huh.
And he just had an arrest warrant and shit. And it's just some wild ass shit. Like, they don't have a wash boy anymore, I don't think.
Dang.
Which sucks. Because it was probably, like, nice with me there, even though I wasn't the best worker. Because I just hated it so much there.
Were you, like, working hard in the beginning and then...
I worked hard in the beginning, slowed down a little bit, and was like, oh.
Yeah.
But then I tried to work harder again because I was like, I don't want to be stuck here.
Yeah.
I want to get, like, somewhere.
Yeah.
So I was doing a little bit better, and I had, like, more...
Motivation,
yeah, and more, like, stuff to do, too, because I figured out what I could do when I wasn't busy.
Yeah.
But, I think it was, like, kind of nice for them, though, because wash boys not a lot of wash boys. Holy fucking hell, where am I putting ass, dude?
Ring-a-ling, dude, dang.
It's fucking Christmas time.
Yeah. It's Christmas time.
But wash boys there's not, like, you never there for a long time. It's just wash boy, you know? It's just, like, some teenagers that's just there for the summer or something.
There's a name for it and everything, just wash boy. They never choose a girl. It's just like, you're just the wash boy.
Yeah.
You're just water boy, dude.
Yeah, but it was probably nice because I was there for a year and a half, so they didn't have to, like, look around for a new one.
Yeah.
Didn't expect to or nothing like that.
Yeah. I feel that. That's kind of like how I felt in my spot, too. It's just like, I worked harder in the beginning, and then I felt like they were going to be, like, proud of me or whatever. Like, I was expecting somebody to be, like, happy that I was working hard or whatever because I didn't have somebody that was, like, super good at it. And then I didn't get treated, like, any different from the person, because I would hear people be like, the person did it before you sucked. Like, this person sucked. And then they would tell me, like, oh, you're doing good or whatever, and then you wouldn't get a raise or nothing. I was like, I'm making the same money as the people that are not doing the best work.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of like, I don't know, it was like, made me demotivated and made me not want to work as hard, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Then I was like, I don't know. So but then I ended up getting, like, moved and stuff, and then same thing happened pretty much. It's like working hard, trying to prove something, and then you don't get, like...
Yeah, you're trying to prove something, but nobody's like, what's up, or like sees you.
Yeah.
So you're just like,
not getting recognized for the hard work that you feel like you've been doing or whatever. It's just kind of hard, but...
I feel like you're putting in all this work, and they're just like, okay, do more. And it's like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm already doing it all, dude. Let me breathe.
Yep. Yeah, I've been, like, going in early every day to the point, like... Because that's kind of how I was. Like, I was trained for a couple days because somebody was quitting, and then their job was, like, a little bit harder than what I was doing. It's like what I was doing originally, but on steroids. So it was, like, harder to... Like, when they put me in that spot, it was... You have 4 seconds to learn this job, and I'm leaving, pretty much, was what it felt like. And so I just felt, like, lost when I was sitting in that spot. But
I hate that shit. Tomorrow I'm going to go in, and they're not as busy, is what Sam was saying. So
yeah.
And he thought it's better for me to start when I'm not, or when they're not busy, so then they're not like...
Not slam, like, quick,
yeah.
Get out of the way. You're hogging up fucking space. There was, like, a thing that I wanted to start on this podcast, or just, like, a segment on the podcast I wanted to call Brain Freeze. It's just, like, a random question that I want, like, I want the viewers to, like, put questions in the description of the video.
Yeah.
That they can ask, like, the next guest or whatever. I'm just going to call it, like, the Brain Freeze or whatever. So I have a couple right here. One of them is, somebody was wondering do you fold your pizza when you eat it?
I don't know. It depends. Most of the time, I never did, But then Phil did it one time, and I looked at him eating it, and I was like, why the fuck is he fold it?
Yeah.
And then I did it, and I was like,
Give it a
I feel
shot.
like you get more or something like that.
Yeah.
Because like when you fold it, then you can like get more, and the way I fold it is like the crust, like the bottom part is like covering it.
Yeah.
And when you're eating it like normal,
Yeah.
then you get sauce on your mouth
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. If you fold it, then it's like a little bit cleaner.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I feel that.
it was a little bit better to you.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I hold it like all. I like proper about it.
Yeah.
And then I kind of fold it, whatever. Or like, I feel like the first bite isn't folded. You know, because like, how do you fold
Yeah, you
that
don't-
point?
you don't-
You can't fold that point.
Yeah, you don't
Because,
fold that. Like the first couple bites too, if it's a
maybe
long
two.
one.
First two, yeah. If it's
Yeah.
a long pizza, like I'll fold the end of it near the crust, but like, yeah, I won't. Yeah, the other parts don't get folded, so no.
Yeah.
I will at the end. But I don't fucking swallow my food. I take the biggest bites. I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah.
I don't chew it at all.
No, I don't.
Not
I'm
even
just-
a second.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm choking every 2
It's
seconds.
all sharp
and
down my
shit.
throat and shit.
It kind of itches it and stuff sometimes,
Yeah.
so it's like, all right.
There was another question for the cusses. If you could be reincarnated as any animal, what would it be? I never thought I'd ask questions like this on a podcast, so it's kind of funny though.
Fuck. I don't know. My favorite animal are like birds because I want to fly so bad.
Yeah,
So I'd probably like say bird, but I also kind of want to be a cheetah because they're quick as hell.
yeah.
But I'd probably do a falcon or some shit
Yeah.
like that.
I was trying to
Just
think if I
quick-ass
want to be
bird.
like a strong ass animal or like one with wings,
Yeah, a strong ass animal would be cool too, like a
Yeah.
polar bear or some
like
shit.
a bear. That's
Yeah.
probably what I would choose as a bear.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty dope.
I do like a grizzly bear, but I feel like that's too like normal. Like
Yeah.
someone's gonna say that. Someone
Yeah.
else is gonna say that, so I'm gonna say polar bear.
Yeah, polar bear's a little different.
Yeah.
A panda.
Panda would be lit too, though.
Panda would be dope. And I want to eat bamboo like a panda does.
I do too.
It
Dude.
looks yummy.
The way they do it on like when I'm looking on it on TikTok. It's
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh,
Damn, we're a
ooh,
little
yeah.
aroused and shit.
Whoa.
Looking a little handsome.
Whoa, panda. He's looking handsome. What animal would you not want to be?
Probably a fucking skunk.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, not a skunk. That's a good one. That was quick with
That was
it
the
too.
first thing in
Yeah,
my
just-
head, and I was like, yeah, fuck that thing.
There's a skunk in your house. Someone's got skunk.
They're smelling it. She's going through it, dude.
We should go do another freaking. I feel like we should have done it in the car because we already have the mindset. But I feel like it's not too bad. We did pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But I got one more. What is the best thing that you have ever bought?
Fuck, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
That's way hard. I've bought a lot of things. I love food. I'm gonna probably say some stupid shit like food, but I don't know. I could say like a TV or something like that, but I don't even watch shows that much. Probably clothes though too.
Yeah.
I love clothes.
Yeah.
I'm never dripped out or nothing like that ever.
Yeah.
But when you get new clothes and stuff, and then you get fitted up and they're all clean and like
Yeah.
bright or something like that, like clean, the way they look are just like,
Yeah. Brand new.
yeah, and the way it smells
Yeah.
too, like school shopping or something
That's
like that.
that's what I was about to say.
That
It's
shit is
like,
my
I love
favorite.
that. Yeah.
I love it so much. I went shopping the other day and spent $600 on clothes, and it like just reminded me of when I was younger, because the way
Yeah.
one of the shirts smell were just like how I was, like how it smelled like when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like putting on that fit for school,
Yeah.
and then it would just have that certain smell.
Sure smell. You
Yeah.
felt new.
Yeah, I
You're
feel
ready for like the
cute
new
as hell,
year.
dude.
Yeah.
All the girls there
It's
are
like,
gonna
dang,
be
all the kids.
drooling
Yeah.
over
All
you.
the boys are gonna like my Skechers and
Yeah.
shit. This fucking dinosaur shirt I got is mad hard.
I love it, dude. It's so fun.
Then you catch a kid that's wearing the same shirt as you.
Yeah,
Idiot,
fucking,
dude.
dinosaur, I'm gonna beat him or
Fucking
something.
rip his shirt off.
That always happened, but I was never like, I was always dripped out first day of school. That's all.
I was like, I remember getting like 3 to 4 outfits.
Yeah.
It's like I was almost tripped out for that whole first week.
For the first week,
Yeah.
I was like dripped out.
I'd get
but
like
the rest,
2 new shoes and stuff. It's
Yeah,
lit.
it was way sick.
New
but
backpack. I was like, damn, dude. I once I've got a Mario one. I was like,
fucking
dang,
water
dude.
bottle and
Yeah.
shit. It was lit. But besides that, I would like, it would turn winter. I would get a jacket. That's all I wore.
Yeah. Yep.
I would like sometimes show up with that jacket. Sometimes dude, fucking.
Ni hao ma.
Is that racist?
Oh. I don't think so.
But no, but then I would get a jacket and then just wear that. No shirt underneath and just that and fucking Skechers.
Yeah.
Puke on my shirt too. Or something.
I would get some
spaghetti stain.
Yeah, it's always spaghetti. Would you ever get like new pencils and shit?
Yeah.
I remember getting like a new pencil and
Going
that
to
shit felt
school
good.
with the
Gel
new
pens, dude. I would always
never
like make
got
the noise and I'd use them.
I never
It was all
got those,
jelly.
but I had hella friends that were girls and I would use them.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Dude, you
I
remember?
just want to put my ear up next to it. and
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh.
I want to draw my tongue, dude. Like, I'd do some wild. I would make like. I'd get like a rubber band and I would like take apart these mechanical pencils and like make a
Yeah.
contraption that would shoot kids.
Yeah,
And
I
it was
remember
wild.
doing that shit too.
Did you ever go to the principal's office?
Yeah.
You did? What for?
Not like in elementary, but in middle school I did.
What for? Not allowed to say or what?
Yeah, I don't want to say because it's rude.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. Making fun of? But you bullying?
That was bullying.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's fucking bullying.
You guys fucking rude as hell and shit. There's a man
Was
in
it
the
just
house.
you, or was it like a group of you guys like
Just me?
picking on? Dang,
Yeah.
got into it, huh? Yeah.
That was rude.
Screw that kid.
Well, I don't know what. I wouldn't have done it, but then he was like pissing me off somehow. It was this kid named Oren. It was these two kids named Oren.
They're both named Warren?
Mm-hmm.
What in the hell?
Yeah, and they were
You just
best
have something
friends.
against them, dude.
Yeah, dude, I fucking hate the name Oren or some
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
No, but he was just pissing me off in math class, I think, and then I was just going in, just roasting the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And then they sent me to the principal's office for some invalid shit I said, and I was like,
Dang.
yeah, that's right. That's true. It
Dang.
was rude. I shouldn't have said it, but
I remember I did something similar to that. Like, I went to the principal's office for bullying too.
Mhm.
But there's a kid that liked my sister and like making her uncomfortable to come to school and shit. So I
Oh,
beat him
really?
up. He was in 6th grade. I was in 4th.
Mhm.
I was younger. I got like me and like 2 other kids,
Mhm.
and then we like beat him up and shit. And then I feel bad, but like growing up, I feel so bad now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like stuff happened in that kid's life that wasn't like super good either. I
Yeah.
just feel like I like.
You just couldn't.
darn it.
You just didn't know that when you're younger. You
No,
don't
I
think
didn't.
about that.
I was always told like growing up, it's just like if anything happens to your sisters, you stick up for them and
Mhm.
like you do like you look out for them.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what I was doing. But then I got home and like my parents got the call. It was a Friday, and then they ended up like calling I got like suspended and everything. But,
Really?
Yeah. Didn't
I
go to
didn't know
school
you-
for a couple days.
Damn.
Had to like tell this kid sorry. Yeah, I was in big trouble. My parents grounded me at home. Everything.
Dang.
And I felt like I was doing the right thing.
Yeah. You thought you were
was
doing
wild.
the right.
Yeah, I was
you were
like- I
sticking
was-
up
yeah,
for her.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my sister's getting bullied, but it just turned out the kid was flirting with her. But the way that the kid flirted was like by being mean, like pulling her hair and shit. And I was like, oh, he's
Really?
bullying her.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's not fucking flirting.
Yeah, that ain't flirting. But he
That's
was
abuse.
in 6th grade. Yeah, he's just like pulling her hair and like tickling her and like poking her and stuff and like crying. Probably shouldn't have said her name. I'll bleep it out. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she would like come home and like she was just like afraid to go to school because of this kid. So I beat him up, and then yeah, it wasn't not the move.
That's
Don't do
Shad.
that.
That's Shad brother though.
Yeah, I thought I was doing the right thing.
I remember a kid in I was in first grade. There was, and like every recess, like lunch, we would have lunch with the 6th graders
Yeah.
too. And
Yeah, that's how I was able to beat him up.
Mhm.
It's because we had the same lunch. I was
Yeah.
like, I planned it out. I was a smart kid.
Yeah,
I was like, we're gonna wait by the doors right here. I know what he looks like. That's all I knew was what he looked like.
Mm-hmm.
Then I knew who his friend was, or people that kind of knew him in his grade.
Mm-hmm.
So like waited for like that kind of group of friends to start coming out. I was like, he's coming out soon. Like, here we go. It was sketch, dude.
He just pulled.
And I guess somebody told him that we were waiting for him out there.
Uh-huh.
And so he came out of the lunchroom doors running, like sprinting, and we chased his
Really?
ass, pin him up against one of the portables, punching him, kicking him, and shit. It was wild, dude. He got into it. The kid runs. He trips on the cement, starts bawling his eyes out. He was laughing when we were chasing him. He thought it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Then we beat his ass, and he wasn't having fun. And the aide comes over, and there's one. I don't know. This is about you, but yeah, it was wild. I've been in the principal's office a couple times.
Yeah, that's funny as hell, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Some first grade though, like when I was in first grade, some first grader beat the shit out of a 6th grader, broke his arm and shit.
Oh, shit.
He was like Jasper though. He was just tall
big,
as fuck,
just a heavy boy.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember he was like walking back after breaking the kid's arm. Like, what did I do?
Oh, dang, dude.
He was like, wasn't even phased. I was like,
I remember seeing some wild shit that happened at school. There's some wild shit that happened. I remember watching, like, so there's, like, a part by the playground at our school that the cement was sloped, so whenever it would rain or snow, it would fill up with water.
Yeah.
It was, like, a huge thing. So in the winter, it would get icy, and the kids would run and slide on it, and, like, the aides out at recess would let the kids do it.
Yeah.
But they would just, like, stand by and watch. So I was on top of, like, the monkey bars, and it was close to the monkey bars, so it was, like, up by the monkey bars in the slide. If you got high enough, you could, like, watch the kids doing it. And I watched this kid run, slide, slip, and bang his head. Like, on the ice, dude. He gets up, holding his head. I can see, like, the sun aiming at his head, and I just see red. Like, his hair is short, and I just see, like, red, like, going down. I was like, he's gonna die, he's gonna die. I, like, legit started running, like, looking away, like, whoa, I'm not gonna watch
Just
this kid
running,
die.
don't know where you go.
Yeah. But, yeah, he broke his head open. It was wild.
The funniest shit is when people puke, though. Like, there was this one
I'd
time.
plug my ears and look away and everything, dude. I hated it.
There's a couple times where it was so damn funny. Like, in second grade, we had, like, a teacher that would, like... But...
I'll let you finish.
But the teacher was like, if you go to the bathroom, you have to say, "May I go to the bathroom?" And this kid comes up and he says, "Hey teacher, can I go to the bathroom?" And she's like, "It's may I?" And he just boom, just fucking smacks the table. She's like, damn, it was fucking beans everywhere and shit. It was just so gross.
Ew.
Just so disgusting.
When there's a kid like that is like a thick kid. What the hell is in there? Fucking fingernails, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's a coconut drink.
Yeah.
But there was like a kid that was super quiet and he threw up, and he just like stood up and like didn't know what to do. He was like, hey. He was all over his. He was like a chunkier kid too, but he had thrown up twice. And there's one time I made a kid laugh so hard, he was like covering his mouth laughing. Made him laugh so hard that he got hiccups, but I kept on making him laugh. So he fucking puked through his hand when his hand was on his mouth like this. Puked through, and I see it ooze through his fucking cracks of his fingers. It was disgusting, dude.
I remember one time there was this girl that I was into in 6th grade, and she was like my Valentine that year. And I think it was like close to that time. Yeah. The Valentine time.
Yeah.
And like, I was like digging on her, but I was also like, oh, whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck and shit. Yeah. Because I'm in 6th grade. I want to hang out with the boys. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And I was just like, we pull up to school. We're waiting in line outside for the teacher to come get us when it's time to go in, right? Yeah. And she's just sitting there. She's sick. Like, in the doors. Yeah. Or whatever. And, so she's just sitting there and she's sick and stuff, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's your girlfriend. Go talk to her and shit." And I was like, "I don't give a fuck, dude." Yeah. But I go up anyways. I'm like, "What's up?" And she's like, "I'm fucking sick as hell." And she fucking pukes.
Oh shit!
I start running away. I'm like, "You're not my girlfriend, bro. You're not my girlfriend."
Dang, that's crazy. I remember just hearing like
it was like a fucking. It just she pukes and it just you hear a smack just. Like, I don't know.
Of the puke, like, clapping the ground or what?
The cement, just,
dang, yeah.
It was so funny.
I remember hearing that stuff. There was a kid that passed out. 2 kids that passed out in my class. I just remember just hearing, like, just like the desk behind me just just a kid tipping over. It was crazy. And one of them was on St. Patrick's Day, and we were watching, like, a spooky movie. It was like this creepy-ass St. Patrick's Day movie with, like, this fucking horse. I don't even know what's going on. Wild-ass movie, dude. There's no way they should have been playing that in front of us. But kid behind me, we're, like, cutting shit out with scissors, making, like, a St. Patrick's Day fucking thing. And watching this movie, and the kid fucking stood up too fast or whatever and fucking blacked out. And it was like right when the scary part was happening, and this kid fucking gets up to do whatever and has scissors in his hands.
Oh,
fucking
fuck.
passes out. Nothing happened. But like luckily, but it scared the shit out of me. All I hear is like shit breaking behind me. It's like, damn, this fucking evil horse from the movies behind me. I was like actually getting nervous. It was getting crazy. The teacher was flipping out. The kid wouldn't wake up. I was like, the dead fucking kid.
Yeah, dude. I had a.
He's cursed.
In fucking 3rd grade or 1st grade or something. I was in a portable regardless, but there's this kid. He's just fucking. I thought he was asleep. Sat right next to him and stuff. I just thought he was asleep, and they're like, "Wake him up, wake Austin up, dude." I was like, "All right, dude." So we're trying to wake him up, and he just wouldn't get up. And then we were like smacking him and shit, like beating the fuck out of him, and he wouldn't wake up. And then they were like, "Bring him to the principal's office. We don't know what's wrong."
Dang.
So then like a couple kids grab him, and they're dragging him to the principal's office. They drop him
Oh shit.
outside on the cement and run in. We dropped him. It's like the teacher was like, bring him to the principal's office, dude. Don't fucking come tell me that.
Yeah.
They're like, okay. And then they bring him in, and then he was like out for a couple of days. He didn't go to school for a couple of days.
Dang.
Then he came back, and I was like, what happened, dude? And he was like, I was faking it.
Oh.
And I was like, what? He's like, I was just asleep, and I didn't want to get up, so I just faked it. I was like, damn.
Legend.
And then there was another time in 9th grade, before COVID and everything. Seizures aren't funny.
Teachers?
Yeah.
Seizures. Oh, seizures aren't funny.
They're
I
not
said
funny.
teachers like those either. Most teachers aren't funny.
But they're serious and shit. I get it.
Yeah.
But there was this one time it was so damn funny. Okay, we had no desks in seminar.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting all around. And there was this kid named Matthew. These 2 kids named Matthew. It's always
Dang,
fucking.
why is it always doubled up?
Triplets and shit.
People in Utah don't know how to change their kids' names. Dude.
Yeah.
So everybody's named the same 5 things.
Yeah, but one of them was short and skinny. The other one was tall and like a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what. We're just reading a book or some shit. And then all of a sudden, I hear boom the clap, dude. Look over, the kid's on his knees going. Just shaking it up, bro.
That's not funny, but it's kind of funny.
Me and Dawson looked at each other like, what the fuck is going on? It was so damn funny.
Was he like in the other kid's lap or anything?
Well, the other Matthew was like sitting like this or some shit. And
Yeah.
like... and like when he had a seizure, he like fell down. He's shaking on his knees. But then the other Matthew looked over like he was getting touched like inappropriately. He was like, what is going on? Because like I don't know what was happening, but the Matthew having a seizure was like touching the other Matthew some type of way, so that Matthew looks over like, what is going on? And then the teacher runs over. He's big teacher, fat. He's just fat, dude, and he's running over. He's like animated too, like one of those weird people.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's just running over. It was so damn funny though.
Well, the kid just had a seizure? Is that what's going on?
I guess so. Yeah, it was like a little one. It wasn't very big, but
Dang.
I remember looking over and just seeing the back of him.
Dang. I don't think I ever had a kid that could seize at school, but there's those 2 kids that passed out. One kid we were doing. Oh, there's 2 things that were pretty wild. There's one kid we were doing like those, like dissecting an animal, and the kid couldn't
Yeah.
handle it, and he fucking passed out.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then another time we were dissecting a chicken in 6th grade. I don't know why the teacher was hyped about it. She she was the only teacher in the whole 6th grade that would make her kids dissect this chicken. I think you had her.
Oh, Miss. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
she was
just saying her name and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Bro, I have to bleep that out. But yeah, she was like the only teacher that made the students do it. She just hyped about killing a chicken
Yeah.
and opening it up. But
Yeah.
there was this kid with these fucking scissors, like holding open the cut they did or whatever, and fucking another kid in there with like tweezers flipped grass out of the fucking chicken's stomach onto some chick's lip. It was insane. Onto some chick's mouth, and she just couldn't handle it. Teacher runs her to the bathroom and then like washed her face off. She was crying and shit. She was all
Oh.
embarrassed. It was sad, and then the kid that flicked it on her liked her, so he was like all like super sad about it.
rip.
Brought her like flowers and shit. It was wild. But dude, he was no way he was supposed to be in our grade. He had like a super deep voice, tall as fuck.
Oh yeah,
You
dude.
remember that kid?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, his name
I
was.
had-
I probably should beep it out, but his name was Will.
Yeah.
Will, yeah.
That kid was fucking. What is he's the anchor or whatever?
Yeah,
the hell?
yeah. One time he was like, "Yeah, what the hell was you talking about?"
He's like,
He's like, ravioli tastes like anchor. I don't know. He would not eat ravioli at lunch. So then we called everything anchor.
I remember that shit was so damn funny, dude.
Yeah, there's no way. He was like,
He was way older.
looked
I swear.
30.
He had a fucking beard and
he had
everything.
he had a mustache in like 6th grade, dude. He was mad tall. Both of his parents were deaf.
Really?
Yeah, both of them were deaf. Couldn't even talk to him.
That's freaking crazy. I remember I had a.
So he was cracked at sign language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird as hell watching them. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, gang signs and shit.
Mhm.
It's like, you're gonna get shot. Get out of here.
But there was this girl that had 2 deaf parents too, or like one of them was deaf, the other one was like you had to scream to talk to him.
Yeah.
And she bring in her mom one time, and she came in, and I thought she was special needs.
Oh,
Because
shit.
I'm just young, I don't know what the hell's going on, right?
Yeah.
She's deaf, she can't hear anything though, so she's like making noises like.
Yeah.
And I was like,
laughing at
what's
her or
wrong
what?
with her? Like, is she gonna? And I was always afraid for some reason because I thought they were gonna pull my hair
Oh, what
for
the
some
hell?
reason. Like I thought, I have 2 special brothers. I got special people around me all the time.
Yeah.
But there was this one story where one time Hudson was like, "There's a special kid at my school, and he's like going around pulling people's hair."
Oh.
And ever since then,
You're just
I've been,
afraid.
like,
You just
way
think that's
scared.
something that special needs people do.
yeah,
Is just
if
pull
I
hair?
see a new special needs kid, I think he's gonna come and pull my hair or some shit like
Yeah.
that. But she wasn't special. She was just deaf, and she was going, and I was like, "What's wrong? Like, is she okay?"
There's like,
And there was, I used to work at Karisu, right? And that's just a special needs school.
yeah.
And I would go in after they're done with school, obviously, and everything like that. When all the kids were going on the buses and everything,
Would you
leaving,
just like vacuum or what?
I would vacuum and like wipe down the whole. I'm always fucking cleaning.
Yeah.
But vacuum, clean, wash the windows, the desks, and everything because
Just
it gets
cleaning
way
classrooms
gross.
and halls and shit.
Yeah.
Dang, all right.
And then what was I saying? Oh yeah, I walk in one day or every single day, pretty much, and I would walk a certain way, go in, and there's this kid that I would walk past every single time, and he was always loud and like trying to talk to me or some shit. One time he chased me and shit, and I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
I'm not fucking with this dude.
It's a special needs kid?
Just some special needs kid,
dang,
yeah. I
alright.
was like, I'm not trying to get beat by us. He was
Yeah.
taller than me, he was older than me, and
Yeah.
everything too. And I was like, he could be, and he's lengthy and stuff. He could just fucking beat the shit out of me. I
Yeah.
already know it. I was afraid of him.
Dang. How long did you work there?
I worked there for like 10 months or something.
Oh, dang.
Made like $400 if that a month. But I was 14 at the time, so.
That's good money as a 14-year-old.
Mhm.
But, what was I going to say? There was something I was going to ask. Oh, I was going to say, you got 2 special needs brothers if you would like, want to talk about that or not.
No, yeah, they're just.
Or it's like what they have or whatever.
So they have LNS, Lesch-Nyhan syndrome, and they can't walk. They're just like not as mature, I guess, or something like that. They're like smart. They're way smart for being special needs kids,
Yeah.
but they can't like speak too good,
Yeah.
and they can't walk, and they try to hurt themselves. So they're like strapped down in wheelchairs all the time. And the older one, Brad, he has like some acid reflex thing or something
Yeah.
like that. So he pukes all the time. If he has like too much water or too much food, he just pukes up everything.
Yeah.
So you have to give him medicines and stuff and like watch what you're giving him, which is kind of sucky because he's got like Brad and Ethan. They got like puke and fucking like the other day. I'm hanging out with Ethan outside, right? And it's like hot out there and shit. I'm practicing for the cornhole tournament, and then we were just like spraying each other with water guns and stuff because he
Yeah.
thought it was funny and shit. So I was just playing with him, and then he was like talking to me or something like that. So I walked over and I'm like, "What's up?" And then he's like, and he just pukes fucking everywhere. I'm like, "What the hell?"
Dang.
I was like, "Is it hot, dude? Do you need to go in?" He's like, "Let's go in." But
Dang.
But yeah, it just sucks because they're always like covered in sweat, puke, and fucking food and shit like
Yeah.
that. They have no teeth because they'll try to. Brad bit his thumb off. Thumbnail? I don't know.
Yeah.
He would bite his fingers. Yeah, and bit his lip off.
Yeah.
So Brad doesn't have any teeth, and then Ethan doesn't have any teeth either because he eventually started doing that too. But we didn't want to take his teeth away right off the bat, or else he'd be like, "What the fuck," you know?
Yeah.
But they both don't have any teeth, so they don't hurt themselves that way, which was way sucky when Brad did have teeth. I remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't have to like help or anything like that, but like my older siblings would have to sleep in the room with him and hold his lip so then he wouldn't bite it and stay up all night, even like school nights and everything like
Yeah.
that, which is way shitty. I never had to do that because like I was too young or something like that, but
yeah.
it was pretty crappy crappy time. He had hip surgery too. Brad did. Brad had everything happen to him.
Yeah.
He had literally everything. But so Ethan was pretty lucky because we like knew what to do we knew a better understanding of what
Yeah.
LNS is and
Because
everything.
Brad was kind of like the guinea pig, you know. After
Mhm.
Brad, he kind of knew it was going down, so he could
Mhm.
like catch it early with Ethan or whatever.
Yeah. And like we didn't know what the fuck it was, you know.
Yeah.
He just let you know, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck, you know.
Yeah.
And so he got her all the time. He always had like some doctor appointment and stuff. But with Ethan, they always have doctor appointments, but he's not as like bad because we know what to look for. And he also doesn't have like, I feel like Brad has more of an LNS physical, and Ethan has more of a mental LNS. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he's like more, he doesn't hurt himself as much, but it's like he's more special.
Yeah.
Like the way he is, he's just
Yeah.
more of a special kid.
Mm-hmm.
With Brad, he's like mature and everything like that, but he's also always trying to hurt himself.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And how old is Brad?
Brad's
16.
He's 16, yeah.
16. And then Ethan
He's
is
crazy. And Ethan's
9? How old is he?
how old is Ethan? I was in 3rd grade when he was born. 2009. Wait, what? I'm tripping.
Is he 10?
I think he might be 9 or 10.
I think he's 9 or 10. Dang. I think we could end it right there. That's pretty long.
All right.
I've never ended a podcast before, so I don't really even know how to end it. But brain freeze. That's what it's called. If you made it all the way to this point in the podcast, drop a question that you want the next what's the person called?
Guest?
Next guest to answer.